All right. So this right here, this right here is gonna be called phone tap. Hold on. Hold that thought. All right. So this is gonna be called phone tap. All right. So everybody that's involved, that's being targeted, I know your first question was like, "Damn, man, what the fuck? Why, this motherfucker." All right, you want to? Let me explain how I found out how this shit all planned out to be, right? So I'm like, damn, and my phone getting tapped, all this shit, right? Now, mind you, when you tap somebody's phone, the police and the feds, they know if your phone's being tapped, right? I think that's supposed to be illegal, right? So if I come up to you, well, I don't even gotta come up to you. If I just find out the information, I start tapping your phone automatically. If you say somebody tapping, it's a trace of that shit. Somebody tapping your phone, right? Okay, so when I started finding out my phone was being tapped was when my phone kept on hanging up. Like I be talking. So basically they clone my phone. My pops, my dad and them, they clone my phone. So they could clone your phone and do all that shit. Right? So they clone your phone and then you on the phone talking and right in the middle of your conversation. I thought it was just my calls being dropped all the time. But when I was in a good ass area and shit, and the other person was a good ass area, and the person I'm talking to worked with them, right? They kept playing on my phone, clicking it off. Then it was one time when somehow all my, I guess they didn't want to leave no trace of shit. All my motherfucking pictures and shit just disappeared. I swear to God, that was weird as fuck. But coming to find out, they using these tapping phones and all that shit to monitor you and to sex traffic you or to do mind control on you. It's for control. Your phone is controlled. So that's when I found out my phone was being tapped. Cause every time, so when this how another reason how you'll know your phone being tapped. You go get multiple numbers or somebody that like you that's interested in you or some shit, and they all go the same way. They all go the same way. That's when you know your phone getting tapped because it's like, damn, these motherfuckers isolating me. All right, so when you trying to figure out who tapping your phone, it's the motherfucking feds and them and the police and them. They tapping your motherfucking phone, and they running the sex trafficking business with my dad and all them motherfuckers. All right, so and what I realized too, the real reason why y'all probably gonna be cool and straight because you don't know what the fuck they said on these paperwork. They could be lying their ass off trying to make it seem like you something you not, so they can tap your phone. So at the end of the day, it's illegal anyway, right? Because I'm not doing nothing stupid unless they try to set me up to make it look like you know how they are to cover their ass. But at the end of the day, how I found out my phone was being tapped was when when uh when a certain person I work with the feds they uh they came up to me and I found out all the shit. You know, I was just like, okay, boom. Then they said that your phone is being fucking tapped. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I knew, okay, if y'all know, he was like, yeah, that's how they know. If my phone being tapped and y'all know about it, why you ain't did shit? Because they all working together. That's the only way your phone will be. You feel me? Come on, man. That shit. If like my pops and them, come on, bro. If they was not working with the police and the feds, you don't think they would have been stopped? Because I know if I'm gonna be a criminal, and I know if I know people was catching on what I'm doing, wouldn't you stop? No, they don't, because they motherfucking working with the police. And some of these police that's not involved, they know this shit, but they can't say nothing. They don't even like that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on. So basically, when I start finding out about the little pedophile shit they was doing with my daughter and all that shit, they because they forced me and fucking with and going to the law and shit like that. Because what do you do when you trying to get your daughter out? What do? They ran straight to the court system. So it's like, what the fuck? You get what I'm saying? And me coming from the streets, I don't fucking do the court shit. So I was hot when they did that because I don't want to deal with the courts and police and all that type of stuff. But guess what? You can't have your daughter just stranded, right? I mean, if you go, the only person that I probably had a daughter stranded is somebody that's really off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that's off. I never do that shit, and that's my daughter. So at the end of the day, and they're playing with my life, and if they trying to play with my life, I know they're gonna try to play with my daughter life, right? So what the fuck? So basically, we just being born to be fucked over. You know what I'm saying? Nah, hell nah. So what I did was say, fuck it, I gotta play that game. So I played that game to see how far it is and who's all involved in what they do and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm telling y'all from experience. So everybody I know is trying to figure out like, man, who tapped my phone? It's motherfucking police and the Fed. They tapping your shit, and they know and they know. Like my dad was tapping my phone to recruit girls. Every number I get, he recruit them be on his team. You know what I'm saying? So it isolates you and control your every move and shit like that. So that's who's tapping your motherfucking phone. You can't do shit. You can't get on social media. Any girl on social media you try to talk to, it's gonna go cool. Then all of a sudden it's gonna go south. You know what I mean? Any little dating app you get on, it's gonna go south. Cause they once probably message them or whatever they doing, it's always the same pattern, and that's when you know something up. You know what I mean? Come on now. But at the end of the day, it don't if you try to figure out who tapping your phone, it's their ass. To be real straight. So since I don't want to be a pedophile, and since I found out about the pedophile shit, I think it would have been smart for them to just leave me the fuck alone. But no, they wanted to isolate me out and all this bullshit and put me in a psychological program to try to make me kill myself and all that shit. Then when I looked up the psychological program, it's ran by their ass. So at the end of the day, I'm supposed to be, if you don't want nobody to find out, just leave motherfucker alone. I wouldn't never even went this far. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is what they do. And I'm just going to tell y'all straight up. Because, man, they had my daughter and shit. You feel me? So, yeah. I thought it was cold up in here. The window closed already. Man. But, yeah. So then, what else? What else is it? Yeah, so motherfuckers trying to figure out what's going on, and it's them. So you trying to go out your way to see and go run your ass to the motherfucking police. And they ain't gonna do shit because you feel me? It's against their level. They can't tell on their friends and shit like that. But that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you want to know who tapping your phone, who playing with your goddamn phone, it's them. And you feel me? Like my dad and them, they asked, like my eye, he probably ain't got no more control over the shit because he with them. So who knows what the fuck going on? Or he probably do got control. Who knows? At the end of the day, I don't know what the fuck. But at the end of the day, this is what the nigga was doing, right? That's before I found out. So I don't know if he doing or if they took over his little shit and all that. But that's what they was doing and all that type of shit. And this one I knew. This one I knew he was the motherfucking police and shit. When he called police on my ass, this one I knew he was, because I confronted him about the shit. And I was like, bruh, stop tapping my motherfucking phone, bruh. What the fuck, bruh? Like, you feel me? I was going bad. I was hot. I was like, bruh, stop doing that shit, bruh. Soon as I said that shit, guess who texted me? His little hoe chick that somehow knew where I was at, and I didn't. You feel me? I was trying to play the role to see what the hell's going on. So, I'm trying to see. Lucky I did get a number because then that let me know my phone was being tapped. As soon as I went bad on him, guess who texted me? The little chick he put on me. Just leave from over there. How you know I'm over here? What the fuck? I told you your dad is not cool and all that. I'm like, bro, you trying to play this? How you know I'm at my dad's house, bro? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. But at the end of the day, this is what they do. If your phone getting tapped and they isolating you or playing with your fucking phone or hanging it up or It's all type of weird shit going on with your phone or your laptop or something. It's they ass doing this shit. Yeah, so it's them. You know what I mean? So welcome to this motherfucking Lucy ass fucking life y'all were born into. Shit, I was born into, but since I found out what's going on, they put me with y'all. Shit. Just basically, I'm targeted because I don't want to be a pedophile. Yeah, if you think about that shit, like if you really look at the outside, you targeting me because I don't want to be a pedophile. Or and then I found out about your little pedophile shit y'all do. Come on, man. You know what I mean? So that's how they do the shit, and they don't want the government to know, so they put you in this targeted individual program to keep you by yourself and isolate you. And all this bullshit and make your mind, make you all look stupid and try to manipulate you and all this shit, bruh. All this shit. This shit crazy. It's like that. Like if I don't play a game with if I'm the one running this game, y'all shit. Nobody. When I would been left motherfuckers alone, that's starting to catch on. But they don't give a fuck because you know why? The ego up, and like I said on the last video, they got that bash behind them, so that's why they do all the shit. You know what I mean? And that's why they been getting away with it. This is right here called tap phones, man. Tap your shit. What you gonna do? They tap your motherfucking shit. And they can say, "Oh, he lying." Okay, if I'm lying, to what? If I'm lying, to why the fuck it's been going on for hell long? Then, if I'm lying, matter of fact, if I'm lying, let's go. Let's look at these videos because everybody talking about the same shit. So let's look at these videos if I'm fucking lying. You know what I mean? See, but y'all didn't know who was doing it. Come on now. If it was somebody that was not working with them and was doing that shit, they would have been stopped. Because you know why? Everybody would have been complaining. Somebody would have went to the police and all that shit. And then they would have known who tapping their phone because they could find out who's doing all this shit off the little address or whatever, however. They good at that shit. You know what I mean? They could find who tapping your motherfucking phone. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, guess what though? If it ain't them, then why is it still going on? And they know about it. Come on, man. Come on. So if your shit getting tapped and all that, just know that's who tapping your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my shit all the time. They be like, "Oh, we gonna leave you alone." They ain't gonna leave you alone. They just gonna act like they left you alone and still fuck with you, cause they trying to get you to break and kill yourself or just be mad at the world or go crazy. Shit. This shit is crazy too, cause this shit so motherfucking sick. They probably have motherfuckers go outside and do some crazy ass shit. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, this called tapping your phone and shit like that. Phone tap, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, if you're on social media, try to holler at somebody or talk to somebody and ain't nobody talking back, it's their ass. Making sure nobody talk to you. If you're on a dating app, be careful with that. Because if you do start talking to somebody, it ain't going to go that far. They're just going to play these little games or act like they like you or, you know what I mean? It's always some shit, bro. And then you hear all everybody else, though, meeting up with people and shit. You know what I mean? So, but you can't, you know what I'm saying? But that's what they do. This is what they do. It's called isolation. Psychological program that got everybody in. Well, not everybody, but us and everybody that's involved. Yep, so if you wonder why your phone being tapped and all that stuff, there you go. I just told you. Tapping your shit. Alright. So have a nice day. Nice night. Whatever you want, wherever you at. Nice day, nice night. But be careful out there like I been saying. And just know that if they tapping your phone, try to figure out how you can record that shit. I don't know. I'm gonna get y'all a step. I'm gonna get y'all the game so y'all could be ahead of me because I didn't know until I start going to different avenues and shit to see who's all involved and shit. Then when, it makes sense though, cause come on man, motherfucker would have been stopped doing that shit. You know what I mean? So that's how you know. That's how you know they don't want to tap in your phone. And I'm telling what they got y'all under, or me, or they got us probably under some false ass shit just to do the shit. Who knows? At the end of the day, they doing it. So, have a good night. Like I said, hit me up on the app. or whatever. If you try to meet up, I'm in the Bay Area, so hit me.